Hello, my dear parents. Do you ever feel like you are walking on eggshells around your teenager because you know that you're going to say the wrong thing or look at them in just the wrong way? Why is it that teenagers present as brooding and silent on one day, and then the next day it's nothing but histrionics? Well, in this episode, we are going to discover what hot cognition is in our teens' brains and how to go about bringing their thermostats back down to a cooler setting by following three simple steps. Hello to you. I'm Annie Adjen, and I've been working with teenagers for 2 decades. I love them and I love their brains. I help kids and parents navigate this tenuous stage of growth by loving them and coaching them with proven strategies that help teenagers do better at school and help you put the harmony back in your home. So I want you to take a look at this link. Please take advantage of a great packet of three checklists to learn and use the best time management tool ever used around the world called the Pomodoro. There's a checklist for the brilliant Feynman technique that students depend on for deep learning and retention. It also helps to stop the ridiculous trend of memorization and regurgitation of endless data. And the third checklist is how to take your student planner higher, how to level it up and use it as a great tool. Help yourself. It's all good stuff. It's been used by hundreds of parents and students, and they all give us our resounding endorsement. Okay, so in a nutshell, teenagers have hot cognition brewing all throughout adolescence. And you, assuming that you're parents, you have what's called cool or cold cognition. These are terms that are based in psychology, theories of psychology. Adults are more reflective and more rational in their decision making. Well, hopefully, most adults, hopefully, that's reflective of you, which is considered cool cognition. Teenagers, however, are quicker to make decisions based on pure emotion. Biologically speaking, that's just the way it's going to be for a while. So, let's give you parents some ways to let out some of their hot air and get them into their straight brains once again. I have three easy steps for you to bring down the temperatures. First, and here you must start here, no matter how irrational, no matter how out of scale you think your child's reactions and emotions might be in the moment, it is intense. And I want you to go ahead and step into the feeling with them. Step into it. Don't try it on. Don't wear it. Certainly don't succumb to their emotional state, but step into it all in so that you can really feel what they are feeling. Their behavior or feelings might not have any logic to you, but it is all very real, very intense in their world. So, parents, please do not say, "Why are you crying? There's nothing wrong. Calm down. That's no bueno." Don't say that. But with every fiber of your being, empathize with your child. Okay, the second step is to validate those feelings. And you could do that by saying, "I get it. You're feeling like you would be mortified to let yourself cry in front of your coach." Okay. You could say, I get it. You would rather clean the toilet with a toothbrush than to have to walk into science class unprepared for the big class today. That's why you were truant. I think I understand. Um, this step number two, validating their feelings, is not condoning their behavior, but it is just recognizing where they're at. It's honestly less about what you're saying and more about what you're doing. So think about your face, your posture, the knowing glance that you're sharing with your kid in this moment, the touch on their shoulder. That will communicate sometimes even more strongly than words, and will say what you're trying to convey to get their to tell them that you get their feelings and you've got this, you've even got their back. Just by acknowledging their feeling, you have validated them. You're not condoning their actions, but they feel seen by you, understood by you, and important to you. And only then can you graduate to step three. So the third step is the best question ever. I want you to put this question in your pocket, never leave home without it. Step three, parents, is the question, how can I help? I know it sounds simple, but I'm telling you, how can I help is a magic question. By asking, how can I help? The activity in your teen's brain immediately moves from the emotional flight or fight amygdala, this survival part of the brain, into the thinking brain, which is above the forehead in the frontal lobes. Now you've got their attention. And now the executive functions, the rational thinking brain is at the helm and it's back in control. From here, you can just ask simple questions. As long as you stay calm and strong, mom and dad, from here, you've got this. You'll be able to naturally troubleshoot the rest. Just stick with conversation and questions that are open ended. You could say, can you tell me more about that? What would have you changed? What would you do differently next time? Questions that just bring about some light reflection, nothing heavy. But check yourselves, madres y padres. Do not be tempted to slip back into any sort of lecture mode. Um, Remember, if you're not listening way more than you're talking, then you need to pull out the duct tape. So, folks, are you feeling a little cooler about your teen's hot cognition? Here are the steps again. Número uno, empathize with your kiddo. Feel what they are feeling. Número dos, validate those feelings by paraphrasing what they've said to you and let them know you understand. And número tres, ask the magic question, how can I help? And then watch your teen shift from processing from the reptilian brain into the frontal lobe gear, and then let them talk. There's no way around hot cognition. It won't start to cool down until around age 22, 25, 27 in some cases. Mom and dad, if you'd like any other examples, let me know. If you'd like to step through a real life scenario from your own parenting experiences, please feel free to book a free consultation with me. Just go to my website, which is annieagin.com. I hope to hear from you soon. Mom and dad, stay strong and calm. Remember to ask, how can I help when things get real with your teenager? Until we meet again, I wish you all A's in your every endeavor. Adios.